Hello, Esks fans, and welcome to the Carl Hager Green and Gold Gridiron Show. I'm Corey Larange.
And I'm Meg Morrison, and last Friday wasn't quite the game that the Eskimos wanted. They got off on the wrong foot, and then they were playing catch-up to a Montreal team that had a great game. Now, on the other hand, what was a big success was Support Our Troops Night. All the shirts being sold for the Valor House and all the activities going on. It was a great game to attend.
It was, absolutely, but let's go back to the loss for a second, because I solely blame this on you. How many times last show did you mention we were the last undefeated team at home in the CFL? This is on you, Morrison.
Is it on me or is it on producer John for telling me to say that?
Maybe. It's in the script, isn't it?
Yeah, I say what they tell me to, like a monkey. Stance.
Maybe we should raise some funds and get a new producer. Speaking of raising some funds, the Eskimos cheer team has to do that every year because they have to get uniforms, they have to pay for their trip to the Grey Cup, and a ton of other things that keep them the most entertaining and the best cheer team in the entire CFL. One of the biggest fundraisers every year is the cheer team calendar, and that's going to be available within the next month there, fellas, so definitely keep your money for that. And we brought our cameras actually to one of their photo shoots earlier this season to show you a sneak peek. Here it is.
It's like one of the highlights of the year, I'd say. I like getting beautified and like looking good and getting oiled up, like that whole process. It's kind of performing for the camera, I guess, because you just have to to make sure you're constantly smiling, and you have to make sure that you're presenting yourself well. Basically, like looking professional. It's like the same thing, looking professional on the field as well. So it's like taking that in here as well. Instead of always performing in front of people, taking pictures, it's kind of nice. It's different atmosphere. You get to see both spectrums.
Just kind of hanging out, taking some pictures by the pool on lounge chairs. The second time around, it's so awesome. You kind of get used to what you're supposed to wear, your hair, your makeup, posing and stuff, so you kind of have a bit more knowledge. Whereas last year it was just oh my gosh, what do I do? I've never done a photo shoot before. This year it's just so much more relaxed and fun, and it's just a really good atmosphere. It's lots of fun. You know, when they first told me, I was like, what? My eyes was okay, well, let's see how it turns out. I'm not really sure where they got the idea from. And then they took it, and I was kind of this is a little strange. But once we took the shot and he showed us a little bit, it looked so cool. Just up close, it was very, very different. Not your typical cover for a calendar. I love working with Bill. Artistic Creations is amazing. Every single one of their photos is always top quality, perfect. There's never a little glitch or anything in there. Everything is perfect and very, very well done. He's an amazing photographer. I mean, it's very different from last year because last year was mostly just head. This year, I get to do full body, do a little bit more posing, which I guess I'm still not quite as used to as some of the other girls who have done lots of bikini shots, body shots. So it's a lot of fun. It's really different. I really enjoy it. So the calendar this year is green and gold thing for the Unleash It. So we're going with lots of golds and greens and very Eskimo, very, very Eskimo pride. And it's just to help us raise money for Grey Cup and for travel and for all expenses and stuff, because we are volunteer athletes. Generally what we do is we print off, I think it's close to 10,000 copies or something per year. We sell them at games, we sell them at promos, we sell them pretty much anywhere we get a chance to. They're normally about $10. From there, all that money goes into our fundraising pot to help us go to Grey Cup, cover flights, all of that. And it's a good chance to have little memories of the cheer team that year. Last year was so great. Everybody I knew was just oh my gosh, who took those pictures? You girls look beautiful. So it always is quite well received. You always do quite well with the calendar as well as the playing cards too.
You know, Karen Sabuliak, who organizes the calendar every year, does such a great job with it every season, and this will be no different, so make sure to go pick it up and support our cheer team.
Absolutely. Now, throughout the year, we've been playing a little game called Draw Play. Here's how the standings shake down. Hugh Charles is in the lead with 6, Weldon Brown has 5, and Rashad Genty is bringing up the rear with 3. Our next contestant should be the guy that can draw the best on the team. He's always drawing on the whiteboard. Let's see how Coach Kavis fares in this week's Draw Play.
All right, welcome to this week's edition of Draw Play here on the Carl Hager Green and Gold Gridiron Show. We are with
Coach Kavis Reed.
All right, Coach, let's have at it. I give you the card, you draw, and these guys yell out the answers. Go for it.
What is that, Coach?
What?
Atmosphere. Target.
Is that
The moon.
a
Basketball. Oh, donut.
Very nicely done. We are in Canada.
Bread.
a house? Oh, is that a milkshake?
Milkshake. We can't see the picture. A straw.
Very nicely done. Straw. Straw is the answer.
A pizza.
Beach ball. Basketball.
Very nicely done.
Huey.
Octopus.
Ostrich. Jellyfish. Snapper.
He got it. Correct.
One more, coach. You can tell he's drawn plays before.
Window. A house.
Oh,
Jail.
Time's up.
Burger ball.
What was that?
There's gonna be a calendar.
Oh, nicely done. Outlook. In your Outlook.
The Carl Hager Green and Gold Gridiron Show will be back after this. Welcome back to the Carl Hager Green and Gold Gridiron Show. You know, Corey, for me to get into this career, I had to take 2 years at NAIT. You kind of fell into it by winning a contest, but Simeon Rottier has been living university life for quite a while.
I went to school as well. I didn't just win a contest like the next Canadian Idol here. I worked hard. I went to Lethbridge College. Maybe a little bit better than NAIT. I don't know. I'm not going to say anything right now.
Oh, really? Edmonton versus Lethbridge? Really? You want to go there?
Let's not talk about this right now. So anyways, talking about university, well, you're right about Rottier. And since he's been playing with the Eskimos, he's had to do his degree part-time because of obviously all the time commitment that goes into his football career. Now he's been working on that for 5 years, his agricultural degree. He's hoping that maybe after a few more years of football, he can bring some of that knowledge maybe back to his family farm.
You almost got killed.
I'm in agriculture and resource economics, and the reason I picked that was I felt like being on the farm, I could get a lot of practical knowledge just working with my dad. And since I've been in football, I haven't been able to be around during, the seeding and harvest times as much, and a little bit disconnected. But I still wanted to have somewhat of a connection and learn a little more about the business side of agriculture. I wanted to learn something that I wouldn't necessarily learn on the farm. And so it's been a good degree just learning kind of the ins and outs of the market, and a lot of other classes just learning about global food production and the way the economy is set up, that we can have the kind of production systems we have here in Canada and in a lot of the developed countries. So and then even going to developing countries where they're in more of a subsistence kind of lifestyle of traditional agriculture, and how we can even supply food to those kind of countries or develop that area. And I've learned a lot more than I expected. I came here more to play football, but it's good to get educated out of it. So I can't wait to be done, but at the same time trying to make the most of it. I think my initial thought was to take it back to the farm, and that's still kind of something I'm exploring. This kind of degree, a lot of guys I think work for bigger companies in sales and that kind of thing. I'm not sure if that's something I want to do, but it's good to know there's options available. And so every off season I'm trying to just explore more of my options and see what kind of thing I want to do when I'm done football. So I think the family farm is something that I want to see around for a while, and that'll always play a big part in it. And that being said, I love being out here. I have a lot of close friends in the Spruce Grove area, and it's only an hour away to the farm, but there's just kind of decisions that need to be made once I'm done that, hopefully we'll be able to sort it out in the next few years and in the off seasons to come.
That's very rewarding, and it keeps you sharp.
We're both pretty easygoing guys. So, and I always look at my dad. He's the kind of guy that loves to encourage younger guys to pursue their dreams, and that's part of the reason I'm playing football now. And so, you know, he loves to be able to walk alongside kind of the next generation and empower guys to, you know, whether it's farming or whatever. I think if I did choose to be part of the farm, I know he'd be right there supporting, you know, every decision I made, and yeah, he has a lot of wisdom, so I know it'd be a good fit. See how our family grows and where we'll be going at that point.
Smart guy, knows that a career in the CFL doesn't last a lifetime. It's always good to have some backup plans. Now, I'm here with Brad. He is the head of all the tailgating here down at Commonwealth, and it may be empty behind us now, but that's not how it's going to look for the next couple games.
No, actually, it's sold out for the next 2 games, but there's still 3 games left, so yeah, get your tickets now.
So you're going to have to give me a rundown on how exactly this works. How do I get into the tailgate?
Yes, you can see all the information on our website, but you can call me, call the Esks office at 448-3757 and ask for Brad, and I can sort of help you with everything you need there.
Now, last season it was changed over. There's a new menu, there's some higher tables. Can you tell us exactly how the tailgating was revamped?
We changed the layout a little bit, moved the bars out to help with the lineups. We put some high top tables in there to make some more room, added a new menu. So we got a new menu every game. So when you come, it's not the same all the time. So it's definitely revamped and upgraded for sure.
Now, word on the street is that I get to come down here on October 5th to check out the tailgating. I'm looking forward to that. But there's food, there's drinks. What do you get when you're down here?
With a ticket, you get a ticket to the game, you get a meal catered by the sawmill, you get access to down there. There's 2 bars, there's washrooms, ATMs, pretty much everything. You don't have to leave the area at all. It's a good time, it's a party. You get to catch the football, a game ball if it comes over for an extra point or a field goal. So honestly, it's probably the best area to watch the game for.
And not only that, but great for a company as well. If you want to do some team building, and you could fill up the tailgate zone with your employees and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's awesome for team bonding. I mean, lots of companies buy tickets anywhere from 20 to 100 tickets, and coming down there, pre-purchase drink tickets. Yeah, have a good time. You can go up twice for your meal, so you won't go home hungry.
I like that. All right. Okay, let's give us your phone number one more time and maybe an email address. So if you want to get in on the tailgate, you can just contact Brad. And what are those numbers?
You can call me directly at 780-448-1529, or even send me an email at brad.shewciw, SHEWCIW, @esks.com.
See, there's a reason why I didn't say his name off the top. I knew I would mess that up. Awesome. Thanks so much. And you can also just go to the website, esks.com, for all the details. We'll be back with more of the Green and Gold Gridiron Show after this. Welcome back to the Carl Hager Green and Gold Gridiron Show. Up next, we have the Coffin Corner with Burke Dales, and I think it's about time that we exactly say what a Coffin Corner is.
Yeah, because I'm sure a lot of Esky fans have been wondering exactly what that is, and it's not that Burke Dales used to be an undertaker.
No, it's not morbid at all.
No, it's not. It's actually a punting term. So this is new knowledge to everyone out there. It actually means when a punter pins a kick returner in the corner of a field inside the 5-yard line. That's known as a Coffin Corner, when you have the whole kick return team running at him and he's pinned inside his own 5-yard line. Is that good enough?
Yeah, and if that's not right, you can just Google it probably.
Anyways, here's Burke Dales in the Coffin Corner.
Back in the Coffin Corner with Burke Dales today, we've got an interesting guest, Mr. Corbin Sharun. If the football arena was a business world, he would be the head of security. He protects me when I'm kicking the ball, and he also likes to go downfield and smash them out. But there's an interesting fact about Corbin that you would not know. Quarterback in high school. Tell us about that, Corbin.
3-year starter, Scona, and then played my first 2 years of college at quarterback at St. FX.
Does he not look like a quarterback? I mean, look at this man. Corbin Sharun, that's a quarterback name.
It's the hair.
Okay, 3 questions. Dead or alive? You could pick one male or female to sit down with and have a beer. Who would it be and why?
Johnny Cash, just because he's got to have the most interesting stories, I think, in a lifetime.
That's a solid answer. That might be the best answer we've heard in the Coffin Corner yet. Okay, you're on a deserted island. Yeah. You can have one food, one beverage. You can only pick one of each. What would they be and why?
Chicken Parmesan, because it's the best thing ever. You get chicken, tomato sauce, and pasta all in one. And I go with Gatorade, yellow Gatorade. It's my thing. I got to have it.
Very solid. Okay, if you could date one woman, single or married, on Earth, who would it be and why?
Single or married? Carrie Underwood. Hands down, Carrie Underwood. country singer, pretty, beautiful, good head on her shoulders. She seems like good to talk to in the media. I go with her.
And finally, last but not least, punch him out or buy him a drink. We're going to go with Chad Kruger, Nickelback.
I'd stroke him out. I'd punch him right in the face. Don't like him at all. Horrible.
Again, maybe the best guest we've had in the corner.
You know, this is only Burke Dales' 3rd episode, and he's already looking like a pro. As a matter of fact, I might get him to fill in for Meg next week.
Really? Okay, yeah, we'll see how it shakes down. Now, I'm sure after last Friday, Coach Kavis had to take the players into a room and go through the fundamentals of the game. This week, he's going to do it for you, and maybe even a nicer voice than what he would have used post-Friday.
I'm Kavis Reed, head coach of the Edmonton Eskimos. Today we're going to look at isolating offensive players versus defensive player in a man-to-man situation. In this particular game, the offense felt that they had an opportunity to isolate Fred Stamps one-on-one with a defender. And they wanted to isolate Fred on the wide side of the field to give him more space to be able to operate. In this concept, you want Fred to have distance and separation between his defender and the guys that are most close to allow assistance to that defender. Fred is on the wide side of the field and he's going to run an outside breaking route and Ricky's going to read it. If the defender jumps the route, Fred will turn it up. If the defender has great separation, Ricky will deliver the pass. In this particular case, the defender does a nice job of seeing the pass first. He reacts to it, Fred smartly turns it up, and Ricky delivers a perfect pass to him. The most important thing here is when the ball is in flight, the defenders closest in terms of being able to help are a safe distance away from being able to affect the play. Now we're going to look at the most important part of this, the protection aspect of it. A lot of you have heard about the rollout or the sprint out pass. In the sprint out or rollout pass, we're trying to get the quarterback outside of the pocket. And in order to do that, the offensive line has to move in synchronicity to its right or its left to extend the edge so that the quarterback can maneuver in a safe pocket. And as you see, the offensive line moves to his right in very good timing. Ricky sprints to his right and is able to set up in a safe pocket and deliver the pass. And that's a concept called isolation and man-to-man coverage by the offense.
The Carl Hager Green and Gold Gridiron Show will be back after this.
Welcome back to the Carl Hager Green and Gold Gridiron Show. As we said off the top of the show, last Friday's scoreline wasn't exactly what the Eskimos had in mind, but with that aside, it was a great time in the stadium.
It was, and we'll look back at some of those great moments right now in Sounds of the Game.
I'm convinced, I'm absolutely convinced that the most important asset a man has, is his will. Your will's strong. Your will's immeasurable. And tonight, you, as a team, as Edmonton Eskimos, assert that will. And when it's all said and done, we'll start again. Let's go play football. Let's go, Let's go.
Game time. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Defensive back, number 29, Chris.
can do that. Get on the field. Because I can do that.
If you have any pullers to you, spill inside and extend it. All I hear was a block. I'm like, God.
That does it for another episode on the Carl Hager Green and Gold Gridiron Show. Good job, Meg.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah, maybe we won't jinx the Eskies so much this week.
No, we will say good luck.
Yes, good luck. And make sure to tune in next Wednesday night, 7 p.m. on Shaw TV Channel 10. And as always, find us on all of the social media sites, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter at The Gridiron Show.
Technically, we should be saying good luck next week because it's a strange week. There's no game Friday, no game Saturday, no game Sunday, but we do have a game on Monday. The Eskimos are traveling to Toronto to take on Ricky Ray and the Argos. It's an early start, 5:30.
And catch all the action on the Voice of the Eskimos 6:30 CHED or check your Shaw HD listings.
It's been a couple weeks since we've had a competition, and I think it's time that we bring it up a notch.
Okay, let's do it. What do you got in mind?
You'll see, but this time I got a little bit of an ace in the hole. I'm here with my ace in the hole. Grant Shaw, how you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you.
The reason why I'm kind of whispering is because Corey is setting up to do a field goal kick, and I want you to give him some somewhat shady directions on how to do this, because the thing is, I want to beat him, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so now you can talk up a little bit louder, and then, okay, so, yeah, we're here with the kicker.
Tilt the ball a little bit towards you there, Corey.
Towards me?
Yeah, a little bit more towards you.
Like that? Are you sure?
Yeah, maybe not quite that much, but...
Okay, like that?
That'll work, yeah.
And then what technique does he use?
You want to try and use your toe. And as you're kicking it, you really want to lift your head and watch the kick.
Lift my head and use my toe.
Yeah, I've heard this before, actually. I think all the power is derived from the big toe, isn't it?
You'll get the most distance.
That information I'm getting here. Okay.
No, well, it's Grant Shaw. He knows.
These are the gold tips. You're good. You're good.
So it's like something like that, kind of?
Yeah, that's probably a good alignment.
Seems really low. Seems really low.
I think he looks fantastic.
Help with the height. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
That's pretty good.
Terrible.
Oh,
terrible information, Grant.
That's weird that it didn't go through.
Only 10 yards off.
Huh.
Grant, my kick didn't go so well, but I kind of have a feeling like, you know, maybe I just need a couple practices to really get into it.
I thought you almost had it. I mean, it looked good. Your form looked smooth, and it was close.
Well, thanks for the optimism. I appreciate that, buddy. All right, Meg, your turn. Show us what you got.
Yeah, but I want some more advice, because I wasn't listening when you kicked, so...
Okay, we got some other things that you can try. So, yeah, you got the ball set up pretty good here. I mean, it's got a good angle on it, and now what you want to do is you want to get to your comfortable position here. Pick a target through the uprights. That's where you want to aim.
Okay,
and then
so don't look at the uprights.
Don't look at the uprights. Look through. Look through the uprights.
This is nothing what you told me. And look at the ball right now. The ball is perfectly positioned.
It's set for a different kicker. Everybody has a little different.
Okay. Feminine kicker.
Exactly. So what you want to do is kick through your target and make sure you keep your head down. You want to keep your head down and just trust that your foot is going through to your target.
All right.
And you got it.
Okay, I got to pace myself off here.
Yeah, however you feel comfortable there.
1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to go...
I still have lots of confidence that Meg is going to mess this up somehow.
There you go. Just remember to keep your head down.
Oh, she almost made it.
That was pretty close. That was awesome form, though.
It was too far away.
That's not even fair.
We need to move up a bit. I'm feminine.
I better go find a different kicker here. Grant, you're out of here, man. You're done.
Thanks a lot, guys.
The Carl Hager Green and Gold Gridiron Show is brought to you by Carl Hager Limb Brace. Custom designed braces and foot orthotics manufactured in Edmonton.
So make sure to go pick it up and support our cheer team.
Now, throughout the year...
And it's not that Burke Dales used to be an undertaker.
It's not morbid at all, actually.
No, it's not. It's actually a punting term. It actually means when the punter pins the kick.
I'm here with Brad Shotru on the Ricky Ray Argos. 5:30 is the start time. Your line.
If you wanna play a game, what